TDS just added a brand new tower called the Brawler. This is arguably one of the best towers we've ever seen, having insane stats, an amazing ability, stalling, and much more. In this video, I'll be showcasing all of its stats, values, and uses, then give my personal ranking of how good it is. So, hit that like button and subscribe, and let's get started. It costs 450 cash to place, meaning you can get it on the first wave. At level 0, it deals 10 damage, has a swing rate of 1.2, 6 range, and a DPS of 8.33. It also has lead detection and is completely stun immune. At level 1, for a total of 1150 cash, it deals 15 damage, has a swing rate of 1, 7 range, and a DPS of 15. At level 2, for a total of 2650 cash, it deals 10 damage, has a swing rate of 0.5, 7 range, and every 3 hits, it now deals 40 damage and knocks back enemies. It also now has hidden detection. After every 3 hits, it stops attacking for 1 second. Overall, when accounting for all this, it has a DPS of 24. At level 3, for a total of 6650 cash, it deals 30 damage, has a swing rate of 0.5, 7 range, and deals 60 damage every 3 hits. It has an overall DPS of 48. At level 4, for a total of 11,650 cash, it deals 30 damage, has a swing rate of 0.5, 8 range, and deals 85 damage every 3 hits. It has an overall DPS of 58. On top of this, it gets the reposition ability, which when activated lets you pick any spot on the map, which the Brawler would then jump to, producing a shockwave when it lands, which deals 100 damage and stuns nearby enemies. Finally, at level 5, for a total of 25,560 cash, it deals 50 damage, has a swing rate of 0.2, 8 range, and deals 100 damage every 3 hits. It has an overall DPS of 190. Also, its ability now deals 200 damage instead of 100. This tower is incredible and is great at both dealing DPS and providing amazing support. In terms of defending, this tower is good pretty much all throughout the game. It has ridiculous value, with the level 0 Brawler having a DPS cost ratio of 18.51. In comparison, the Golden Scout has a value of 8.3, which is much worse. However, the fact that the Brawler has short range does counteract this. While one level 0 can only last until wave 3 in Fallen mode, getting 2 of them lets you last until wave 9 while only leaking 7 HP on wave 7. For 900 cash total, that's really good. And since you can get one of them straight away, you don't have to tank the first 1 or 2 waves like some other expensive towers require. And because its cheap price and high DPS, it smoothly transitions from early to mid game to late game. Also, it doesn't have any placement limit, so the fact that it's relatively cheap isn't a big deal. It's super easy to spam, and the 190 DPS at max level shreds late game crowds. At level 5, it has a value of 7.43, which isn't as high as level 0, but still fantastic. And while it can't do much against crowds with its main attack, the ability is fantastic for this, dealing 200 damage and stunning enemies with a shockwave. If spammed, this can deal some serious damage. Also, the ability lets it track down enemies. A problem with other melee towers in the late game is you constantly have to sell and rebuy them as the bosses walk out of range. The Brawler doesn't have to be replaced, and therefore is much better and easier for chipping down bosses. But not only is this tower amazing for dealing damage, it has some fantastic support. Every 3 hits, it will knock back the enemy. This is insanely good at slowing them down, and is kind of like another version of the Jester's Confusion. Unfortunately, there is a 2-second cooldown each enemy has before they can be knocked back again, but this doesn't really matter for slow enemies like the giant boss that literally gets perma-stunned. And the ability stuns every enemy that it lands upon, so it's amazing for stunning crowds. Then, just to make it even more overpowered, it's completely stun immune, making it super reliable. There seriously isn't anything this tower can't do. It can even hit flying enemies when using its ability. Because of its incredible versatility, amazing value, high DPS, no placement limit, full game usage, and great coverage, I gotta rank this as an obvious S+ tower, being one of the best in the game. It's like a crazy combination of the Warden and Jester, with the addition of even higher DPS and a crazy ability. So if you have the gems needed to buy it, I highly recommend you do so. But let me know your rankings in the comments down below and whether or not you agree with mine. And if you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to join the Blue Head Mafia. Also, if you want to talk to me, consider checking out my Discord. We got some pretty cool features, like a custom party finder bot that will automatically pair you up with other people who are trying to do the same strategy. There's a link to the server pinned in the comments. And finally, I want to give a huge shout out to these channel members for supporting my content. If you want to add me as a friend on Roblox or get early access to some of my videos, consider becoming a channel member. It helps me out a lot and I really appreciate it. Anyways, that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.